Also recently, set photos of Brie Larson in her Captain Marvel costume dropped, where she's sporting a color scheme of green, black, and gray, leaving some fans wondering what happened to the red, yellow, and blue colors that we've seen in some of the concept art. And before you go getting your Ethernet cables in a bunch, I'm sure the color scheme that we know will show up in this film. This is no doubt a nod to the Captain Marvel of 1968, where his color scheme was green and white. This may also be a nod to the Kree origin of the suit, as well as her military background. The character Carol Danvers showed up in 1960s as a U.S. Air Force security officer at a restricted airbase. This is where she meets the original Captain Marvel, using the human alias Dr. Walter Lawson. While trying to get close to Captain Marvel, she's caught in an explosion, like a human bug zapper. Jeez, give a guy some space. Captain Marvel was able to save her life, but Danvers did sustain serious injuries. Energy exposure from the blast caused her genetic structure to meld with Captain Marvel's, giving her superhuman abilities, like superhuman strength, speed, stamina, and durability, energy projection and absorption, and also flight. And back in the 1970s, going under the superhero name of Miss Marvel was pretty progressive for the time, associating her with the feminist movement, also fighting for equal pay for equal work in her civilian identity of Carol Danvers. And it wasn't until 2012 where she's convinced by Captain America to take on the mantle of Captain Marvel, where now she sports a super sweet mohawk and a red sash. And this isn't the first female Captain Marvel we've had. Back in 1982 there was Monica Rambeau, a cargo ship captain in New Orleans Harbor Patrol. While trying to stop the creation of a dangerous weapon, Rambeau's exposed to some extra-dimensional energy, converting her body into energy, where she uses her new powers to fight crime, being dubbed by the media Captain Marvel, to later go on to be the only African-American female leader of the Avengers, yet another progressive move for Marvel. And by adding DeWanda Wise to the cast, we just might very well see our Monica Rambeau. There's little known about the story of this movie, except that it takes place in the 90s, Nick Fury will have two eyes, and some speculation that she'll be battling the Skrull, as appears in some of the concept art. And setting her solo movie in the 90s will separate her from the rest of the MCU, something that's worked for DC with Wonder Woman. And with the nostalgia-happy world that we live in right now, this is probably a good step.